English Grammar, Lesson 7. Topic: Reported speech. This lesson will be an introduction to the topic. Reported speech is how we report another person's words, that is, how we restate what someone said. The focus of this first lesson will be on two questions. What's the difference between quoted speech and reported speech? When can we use say and tell? And to make it a little more interesting, I've chosen the theme of birthdays. I hope this will make it a little more enjoyable to learn about reported speech.
Do you like birthdays? I like celebrating birthdays, just not mine. So are you ready to get started with our lesson on birthdays and reported speech? Good, let's begin.
Point 1. What's the difference between quoted speech and reported speech? Well, let me explain by giving you an example.
I like birthdays.
What did Jennifer say? We can answer that question two different ways. With quoted speech, Jennifer said, "I like birthdays." Or with reported speech, Jennifer said that she liked birthdays. Quoted speech uses the exact words of the speaker. It's also called direct speech. Reported speech does not use the exact words of the speaker. It's also called indirect speech. Quoted speech uses quotation marks. They go around the original words. Reported speech does not use quotation marks. Look at these examples of quoted and reported speech. Do you see in quoted speech we have quotation marks around the original words? Those original words can be stated at the end or at the beginning. Inside those quotation marks we have a period and commas just before the second quotation mark. We can name the speaker at the beginning or at the end. And if it's at the end, we can switch around the reporting verb and the speaker. Jennifer said or said Jennifer. Note, with a pronoun, we normally just say she said, not said she. And in reported speech, there are no quotation marks. The same holds true for questions in quoted speech. We can name the speaker at the beginning or at the end, and we put quotation marks around the original words. And the question mark? It falls within the quotation marks.
Let's try an exercise.
Exercise 1. Correct the mistakes. Example. What's wrong with the statement? My birthday is in March, Jennifer said. The mistake is with the quotation marks. Let's move them and put them around the original words. Try number 1. Jennifer asked, "When is your birthday?" Do you see the mistake? This is quoted speech. We need quotation marks around the original words, like this. Number 2. Jennifer told us that her birthday is in March. Do you see the mistake? There should be no quotation marks. This is reported speech. 3. My daughter's birthday is in May, Jennifer said. Do you see the mistake? This is direct speech, quoted speech. Use quotation marks and do not use a dash. 4. My daughter will be 2, said Jennifer. Do you see the mistake? It's a small one. We need a comma. Place it right before the second quotation mark. Point 2. When can we use say and tell?
The two most common reporting verbs are probably say and tell. Let's talk about each of them.
Both say and tell are reporting verbs. We often use tell if we name the speaker and the listener. For example, she told us that she's over 30. We can use say to name the listener too, but it's not as common. She said to us that she's over 30. That's okay. She told us that she's over 30. This is more natural. Please note, if you use say to name the speaker and the listener, use to. Don't use to after tell. Here are two examples. She said to us that she's over 30. She told us that she's over 30. Do you see the difference? Two very common structures for reported statements then are the following. Who plus said plus that. She said that she's over 30. You can also leave that out. She said she's over 30. And who plus told plus whom plus that. She told us that she's over 30. Again, you can leave out that. She told us she's over 30. Let me also try to help you by sharing some differences that I see between say and tell. We use say for greetings and farewells. For example, he said hello to us. We say good morning to our teacher every day. They said goodbye. Note with these greetings and farewells, if you name the listener goes after what is said. He said hello to us. We also use say for giving yes/no answers and stating polite phrases. For example, she said yes. They always say no. We say bless you after someone sneezes. We tend to use tell for facts and pieces of information. For example, he told us his age. You told them a story. She told me how to find the cafe. It would sound a bit strange to change told to said in these sentences. He said to us his age. You said to them a story. She said to me how to find the cafe. A little awkward. So tell is best for facts and pieces of information, especially long pieces of information.
Are you ready for another exercise?
Exercise 2. Choose say or tell. Let's start with an example. Alex smiled when he saw the present and... Should we choose said or told thanks? The listener is not named, and thanks is one of those polite phrases. The correct choice is said. We say thanks just like we say sorry and excuse me. Now you try number 1. Read the statement and then I'll tell you the answer. Answer: David told a joke at the party. Telling a joke is telling a piece of information. We tell a joke just like we tell a story. Number 2. Answer: Chris told us he wasn't feeling well and left early. Grammatically, there can only be one choice, told, because we don't have the preposition to, said to us. Their only choice, told. Chris told us. 3. Answer: At 11:30, Sandy said good night and left. The only choice is said. Good night is a farewell. Just like we say goodbye, we say good night. 4. Answer: Max and Joan said to me that they couldn't come to the party. The only answer is said. Look at the grammar. We have the preposition to. We cannot say told to me. We can only say said to me. Well, that's the end of this first lesson on reported speech, but there's more to learn. In the following lessons, we'll talk about changing reference words, changing verb tenses, reporting questions, and using other reporting verbs. Additional practice is available at EnglishCafe.com. Look for my username, JenniferESL, and you'll see the follow-up exercise to this lesson. You can also find the direct link in the lesson description to this video here on YouTube.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and happy studies.